Two things I'm going to cover in this video. One, what are you so afraid of on Voxtur? Two, I'm not buying Aduro because of Voxtur. So let's do the first one. What are you so afraid of? I guess the biggest concern that I see from people is the debt, right? It's about 40 million US. This is what you're afraid of? Really? You have a company that has disruptive technology and you're afraid of $40 million debt? And let's say there's bankruptcy. What do you think happens in bankruptcy? Like if it's the kind of bankruptcy that the assets are sold off, you honestly think that the assets that Voxtur has are not going to bring in more than $40 million? You honestly think that Blue Water wouldn't sell for more than $40 million? You're insane if you think that. Here's the article that was circulating the other day from Wall Street Journal. The owner of New York Stock Exchange wants to expedite your mortgage. Intercontinental Exchange has spent more than $23 billion to overhaul the clunky plumbing of the mortgage market. And here's the article. And Gary was on Mongolian YouTube channel the other day, and the guy asked him about Intercontinental Exchange. How is it a competitor? And he answered that like it could become like a client, not a competitor, because they don't have what Voxtur has. So now you think about this. If Intercontinental Exchange is spending billions of dollars to fix the inefficiencies in the mortgage market, don't you think they would be kind of interested in having what Voxtur has? If they spend $23 billion investing, by the way, smart professional investors are investing billions of dollars to solve the problem, and idiot retail is selling a solution for pennies on a dollar, for millions. That see the disconnect? So is this is what people are afraid of? Is the debt? Like at the worst case scenario, you can sell the individual pieces and you have Anow, Blue Water, Benutech, bankruptcy business, like so many things, and you think they wouldn't sell for more than 40 million? You could literally do. What about attorney opinion letter? Don't you think that a big title companies would be interested in a chunk of it? They already have, clients that they are serving. Don't you think that they could just take attorney opinion letter and just plug it into their business? And don't you think it would be something interesting for them to sell? Like honestly, just you got to think. You got to open up your mind and stop reading the nonsense that you're reading. And also, even if you look at because like Blue Water, for example, I think if I am being like super conservative, it's gonna do probably minimum $1.5 million a month in revenue. Okay, minimum before exploding. That's like 18 million. 18 million. This is like 80% profit margin, right? So 18 million. You don't think somebody would pay 2 times or 3 times that to solve a major mortgage problem? So I don't understand what people are so afraid of. Number 2 now. I don't want to buy Aduro because of Voxtur. Okay, let me give you a story. When I discovered Oracle, 4 cents. 2017. This was right after a horrible, horrible bear market in the mining space, gold and silver. So not only was there a bear market, those companies never delivered. And you know that because I made video series on how I hate the mining stocks. People didn't want to hear about Oracle. I sent out an email and I got a bunch of responses, blah, 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 blah. Why? Because of what they experienced with the other miners, right? The other miners were gold and silver. That's one difference. And they were actually trying to mine something, right? That's the worst, when you're actually trying to mine something. Oracle is not trying to mine anything. They're just trying to prove up a resource, show it to you on paper how much money it makes, right? Also, Oracle had the historical that showed us that there's, like we already knew that they have something. So it was different, right? But they didn't want to listen because I don't want to buy Oracle because of this miner, and this miner. Okay, so now it's like, I don't want to buy Aduro because of Voxtur. Okay, then don't. Then don't. Be an idiot and don't. But now ask yourself a question. What does Voxtur have to do with Aduro? Nothing. Zero. The only thing that they have in common is that they are both trading on a venture exchange. And venture exchange liquidity went down by more than 90%. That's the only thing they have in common. That's it. And also, why are you even looking at Voxtur to make your decision about Aduro? Like, do you honestly not see that the Voxtur stock price decline, it's almost 90% correlated with what the Fed did? Do you think anybody would be concerned about the debt level if interest rates didn't shoot up like they did? I don't think so. Do you think the liquidity would have dried up in the venture capital if the Fed didn't raise interest rates? Not a chance. And Voxtur is the closest to what the Fed is doing. Yes, interest rates level impact Oracle because of the liquidity and people panicking. But Voxtur is right next to it, and they are still almost profitable. But they are directly related. Blue Water was impacted by interest rates. Real estate transactions were impacted by real estate. They are the closest to what the Fed is doing. The closest. So if you think that there is some kind of isolation and being like, oh, but you promised we would have a picnic outside. Yeah, but don't you think it's a common sense if there's a tornado outside, we're not going to have a picnic today? Like, honestly, but you told us we were going to have a picnic. You're an idiot. You're an idiot if you don't think that the Fed caused this for Voxtur, okay? So saying, I don't want to buy Aduro because of Voxtur, you're a complete idiot. Now, if you don't like Aduro, that's fine. If it's too risky for you, absolutely fine. No problem with that. Not everything is for everybody. But not buying Aduro because of something else that is caused by the Fed, you're a complete idiot. Okay? Now, so I'm glad I addressed these two things. And that's it for this video.